All right, family, thanks for stopping by Cali Style Cooking. We're going to start this off with a stick of butter. Throw that into your cast iron. Let's throw it into a preheated 400-degree oven. We're going to let that butter melt right on in that skillet. All right, and in the meantime, while it's melting, we're going to go ahead and get our ingredients mixed together. That's a cup of all-purpose flour. We're going to use a tablespoon of baking powder. Let's get that right on in there. And next, we're going to look for our sugar, just old-fashioned sugar. We're going to throw us in about a half of a cup of sugar, right on in there. All right. And we're going to throw us in what's very necessary, about a teaspoon of salt. You can use a little bit more if you want to taste some of that salt in there. But, you know, about a teaspoon is necessary to get the job done. All right, so there's our cornmeal. We're just going to pour that in there. That's a cup of cornmeal. All right, grab you a whisk that on together. Let's get these ingredients well combined. All right, and then we'll have our dry ingredients done. Then we can start working on the wet ingredients. So let's set those aside. Let's get going. We're going to start off by cracking us an egg. Put that egg in there. You want to go ahead and kind of beat that egg. All right, so that it combines with the milk and everything else we're going to have in our wet ingredients. We'll have a full recipe in the description box with the exact measurements to everything that goes with this honey cornbread. All right, so that's a cup of milk. Let's go on ahead and get it all in there because that's all necessary. You need an even amount of milk as the amount of flour that you put in there. So if you put a cup of flour, go on and add you a cup of milk. All right. So there it is. We got these two combined. So what we're going to do is let's go on ahead and get that honey. Or you know what? No, before we get that honey, let's go on ahead and get this butter right on out this skillet. Remember, we put that butter in the oven and let it melt? All right, so we're going to use a third cup of that butter in our wet ingredients. And we're going to leave the rest in the bottom of the cast iron so that this bread doesn't stick once it hits the oven. All right, so let's go on right ahead and get this butter in this 1/3 measuring cup. And get it right on in that cornbread. Get it right on in there. All right, so it's in there. We're gonna go ahead and get this combined. Then our final ingredient with these wet, with this wet ingredient is gonna be some honey. We're gonna get us a 1/3 cup of honey in there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off and put about half of it in there, right? We're going to put half in there, half of this 1/3 cup. We're going to go ahead and get this combined, get this all mixed in with the rest of the wet ingredients to make it nice and smooth. All right, the smoother this is, the smoother the cornbread is going to taste. All right, so let's go ahead and get this all mixed in, get it nice and smooth. All right, then what we're going to do is we're going to combine our wet and our dry ingredients, of course, in the larger mixing bowl. All right, let's make sure we get every drop of flavor out of that wet ingredient bowl into the dry ingredient bowl, and let's get it all well combined with this whisk. The whisk is necessary with this because you don't want to leave your flour and your cornmeal and your baking powder and your sugar at the bottom of this bowl, and then that's going to make your cornbread lacking. It's going to be lacking flavor. All right, we don't want that. It's too much work to not come out perfect. All right, so let's get this all mixed in. Once we get this mixed in, we're going to add the rest of our honey, the rest of that 1/3 cup that was left in there. Go on ahead and add it after this mixture is completely mixed. All right, so that it's fresh in there. All right, because remember, this honey cornbread, so we got to taste some honey in every bite. If not, we could have just did old regular Jiffy, right? So nah, mix this in. And let's get it right. Remember, that oven is preheated at 400 degrees way back to when you put that butter in. So that oven is nice and warm so that when this bread hit the oven, it's going to rise. All right. Grab you a spoon or whatever utensil you want to use and go on and get all that batter, all that mixture right on out of this mixing bowl. All right, look at it. It's well combined. You don't see any white flour. You don't see any baking powder. You don't see anything at the bottom except the mixture. All right, and we're gonna get every drop of that. All right, so that's in there. Look how that look. Look how that look. It's going right on in this oven for 20 minutes. And it's a for real 20-minute recipe. Not a minute longer. 20 minutes. And this cornbread is gonna be ready to go. All right, so it's in that oven, and there it is. Look at that cornbread. Don't that look good? So what I like to do is go on ahead and add some butter. I don't even add melted butter. I just add butter and let it go on and melt, because that skillet is nice and hot. So there you have it. Honey cornbread. 20 minutes. 20 minutes is all it took. Cali style. All right, so look at that piece of cornbread. Don't that look good? Give us a like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching Cali style cooking, where we do it Cali style. Hey, did you like my video? I hope you did. If you did, click the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that notification bell so that you receive a notification every time we drop a video. We got some really good stuff coming this season, and if you have any suggestions or anything you would like to see us prepare, be sure to leave it in the comment section. Thank you.